Okay, just came back from walking the dog and doing some chores around the house. I have to tell you, we have just under an acre, but the older you get, I think we're adding an acre a year, it feels like. What used to take not too long to clean up is, well, I'm not getting the job done. So, but anyway, after taking a quick cool down in the house and drinking a nice ice cold Pepsi, wanted to kind of come back out here and take a look at a few plants. What we want to try to do is talk about individual plants besides all the other stuff we talked about. And one of the things we like to focus on are Eastern native plants. Our yard has a lot of natives. Some people are very picky about having nothing but native plants. We like all plants, and however, we do like to add natives because, you know, they're from here, they're easier to grow, they're a part of the ecosystem that's been destroyed by bulldozers, and we're basically putting it back into nature. And it's, like I said, easy to care for. It's lives in the soil around here, it lives in the weather around here, and it is associated with all the creatures around here. So having natives does make sense, but again, there's a lot of cool plants in this world, and we like to have some of those in the garden as well. So we have a mix, but on this occasion, we like to show a specific plant. So today, we are going to talk about the Eastern Columbine. Now, years ago, I rescued a single plant here in Oakland from a little construction place that was adding to their parking lot. And I noticed, of all things, there was a columbine there. Now, I am not sure that these are the same columbine. I may have purchased some native columbine at some point because there are actually, it looks like there's two different kinds here. We have an early type, and it has a smaller lantern, and they're all done for the year. They've already bloomed and gone to seed. So here's the other one. It could very well be a seedling from the rescue, but I want to show them anyway. These are great plants to have. They are a hummingbird magnet because of their color and the way they are kind of hang on the plant. They're native, they come back every year, they seed if properly taken care of, and they're spring flowering. So with no further delay, let's take a look at the plant. So a few years ago, I had a seedling, and I moved it here, and it's, if you can see, it's along this gravel path. This seems to be preferred by columbine, kind of a rocky soil, believe it or not, kind of a rocky loam soil, if you understand what that is, but it does best where it seems to be a bunch of rock. And I've seen these growing around here kind of on hillsides in rocky soil, but it has to be good rocky soil. So let's take a look at these guys. You can kind of see how the flowers are like a little lantern. The Eastern Columbine is has shades of red-orange, and then inside is yellow. And the hummingbirds can come in here and flip right in here and get whatever nectar they have. And this is a great plant to have. As you can see, this has started to form a colony. And what's going to happen is the seeds are all going to fall into this gravel along here, and we are going to then transplant them throughout the yard. But as you can see, this is a really cool plant, and the flowers are fantastic. You don't see many natives that are this cool. Obviously there's several kinds. In the west they have their own. The Rocky Mountains have a blue one, there's a yellow one. This is our Eastern native columbine. We have one hummingbird species native here to the East Coast, and that is the ruby-throated hummingbird. This thing blooms pretty early, but it catches the hummingbirds just as they're returning from Mexico up the East Coast. So these are some of the first blooms that the hummingbirds can actually take the nectar from. We tend not to put out hummingbird feeders because the heat here, you got to keep clean, you got to keep swapping out the mixture. So we try to plant hummingbird favorite plants, which we will, believe it or not, go over in an episode, a later episode. But again, you can see here's another one that's coming up on this side here, and we're hoping to get some seedlings coming up in here. As you can see, some are coming up here, and there is another spot in the yard where these have been planted in and again, another rocky area, and we have about 20 seedlings coming up. So that does prove to be a pretty good success story as far as the planting conditions. So another highly recommended wildflower. This is the Eastern Columbine, and we will leave it at that as it just kind of sits here in the light wind. And now I have to go do other stuff because I am way behind on my chores, but at least the chores are all outside today. Okay.